LA This Week.
Your Los Angeles Department of Water and Power has some extra land at their disposal, and the plan is to turn them into public parks. I'm Gil Reyes, where one of those plans is moving forward in the great community of Sylmar.
I'm Saida Pagan for LA This Week. Wondering what to do with your Christmas tree once the holidays are over? We'll have the answers coming right up.
I'm Anna Marcos. At this school, it's students' needs and interests that dictate their learning rather than a set curriculum. We'll have more coming up.
Hey everyone, I'm Ted Lin. Here's what's happening in LA this week. The North Hills community has taken steps to ensure that everybody has a safe place to dwell. Mayor Eric Garcetti and Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez were on hand for the launch of the Safe Parking Program. Check it out.
Safe parking is an innovative strategy to meet people where they're at. They're in their vehicle. We need to provide them an opportunity to safely dwell in that vehicle while we get them connected to services that are going to get them housed.
I started coming here because I knew that there was showers. I was sleeping in my car. I would have police come knocking on my window. The minute this opened up to safe parking, I was in here the first day. And let me tell you, I could sleep comfortable. And not only that, I got a place to live now.
We have demonstrated our ability to provide these services and help connect families to resources that are helping to facilitate them into housing.
Every one of these people has a story of what they've overcome and what they're struggling with, and what we owe them is a place to be able to stabilize their lives.
I want them to see me as a human being, for one place. I am a human. I'm a decent person. If you go on Lakeview Terrace on Joette, we live the third house in the corner on the right-hand side, and ask the people there about me, okay? Just go up and ask them, my neighbors. I come up in here, I wake about 8:30. I sleep here at the front because the back is not comfortable. I go to the restroom, do what I have to do, and I come back and get in my car. That's my best friend, my steering wheel.
About 25% of LA's homeless population live in their cars. The Safe Parking Program also offers other services to help participants. To get more info, visit safeparkingla.org. So, the thrill of Christmas morning has passed. You're still stuffed from a fabulous dinner, and time with family and friends has left you warm and fuzzy. There's just one thing left to do. Break out that saw and recycle that tree. Saida Pagan gives us details.
Christmas 2018 is now just a memory, but thousands of dried-out Christmas trees are still very real. So LA City Councilwoman Nury Martinez and Department of Public Works officials are reaching out to the public. They say cut up your tree and put it out for recycling.
We don't want to make it dangerous for anyone to keep a dead Christmas tree in their home, but we also want to keep our streets and our neighborhoods clean, which is also really important. We don't want a bunch of debris and old trees laying around in our alleyways and our sidewalks. We really want to take pride in our neighborhoods.
LA Sanitation is asking residents to place their cut trees in the green recycling bins. But if the tree is too large, simply put it out somewhere close to the bin or at the curb for pickup. Besides recycling trees, residents are also encouraged to recycle wrapping paper, boxes, cartons, anything that's not hazardous. They should be placed in blue bins like this one. Recycling isn't just the environmentally friendly thing to do. Used Christmas trees are dangerous. They pose a serious fire hazard, and the city is hoping everyone will be on board.
I just want to encourage everybody that this holiday, once you're done with using your Christmas tree, please recycle it.
LA residents we spoke to are very supportive of the program.
I'm in love of all the, the environment, and the green, that we had to save the planet.
The LA Christmas Tree Recycling Program takes in nearly 100,000 trees each year. They are turned into mulch and then given back to the community for gardening and landscaping.
Are you still looking for that perfect gift? How about a lighthouse? The U.S. Coast Guard held an event last week to officially turn over the Point Fermin Lighthouse in San Pedro to the Los Angeles Department of Recs and Parks. Take a look at one of LA's oldest landmarks.
This lighthouse was one of the first buildings ever built in Los Angeles. There's only a handful of buildings that were built as early as the lighthouse.
This lighthouse dates back to an era when the city of Los Angeles, and with it the harbor traffic, was beginning to grow in the late 1840s. A search for a site for a lighthouse centered on a bluff-top size that was chosen in 1872.
Point Fermin's first lighthouse keepers were staffed by women. Mary and Ellis Smith came from a lighthouse family and devoted nearly 8 years of their lives in the 1870s, keeping Fermin Light illuminated round the clock.
We are here today to officially receive the keys to the lighthouse from the United States Coast Guard.
Currently, we have visitor tours that we do in the house throughout the week. With the keys to the deed actually came the building that's on the edge of the cliff, which is the old Coast Guard building.
And it's so beautiful today with the park built around it that we get visitors who are just awed with the view. It's just gorgeous. And now that the lighthouse has been open, you can come up and take a tour all the way to the top of the tower and see the view from the top. It's gorgeous.
Doing weddings and big social gatherings, the lighthouse would be a great opportunity for people to come out and use this wonderful facility as a backdrop to those special events.
Did you know the first lighthouse keepers at Point Fermin were women, dating all the way back to the 1870s? How's that for girl power? Well done, ladies. If knowledge is power, then books are what help you build muscle. Councilwoman Nury Martinez recently shared her experience as a latchkey kid and how the library shaped the person she is today. Check out her annual Gift of Reading event in Van Nuys.
This is my annual Gift of Reading event in Van Nuys, and what we try to do is promote family literacy with our families here in Council District 6.
It's wonderful that it's dedicated to kids reading, because that is the gift that keeps on giving for life. Getting kids reading at an early age and getting them excited about reading, it will just help them forever.
We're very, very proud to be partnering with the Los Angeles Library to promote literacy.
I think it takes work to be a reader, and the more you do it, your mind is like a muscle, and the more you work it, then it's easier. And you just start loving books and you start devouring them.
So what I try to do is create an environment where reading is cool and fun with Santa Claus, arts and crafts, and our snow sledding.
It's not just important to foster an early love of reading in your children, but it also gives them such comfort to be read to by the grown-ups in their life, and it just sets them on a great pattern. So I read around my kids, I read to my kids, and it's the best thing you can do for your children.
I'm a teacher with LAUSD and brought two of my students here as well as my own kids. So we have a lot of books at home. Anything they enjoy, I try to buy them.
My mom did everything she could to understand our library system, and it was sort of like we're a place where we would hang out after school. Well, I was a latchkey kid, so I had to figure out a way to get home every day because my mom was at work. So I would wait for her at the library. I would spend 1 or 2 hours at the library doing my homework, getting to know the librarians and checking out books, and my mom would pick us up and go home. That has taken me a really, really long way in terms of my career and how much I would love to instill that in our families here in the San Fernando Valley.
Who's the best reader in the family?
Mia.
Mia.
Me.
I cannot even read yet.
Wow, reading is definitely competitive in that family. My money's on the kid in the shine shirt. Go you. Hey Sylmar, are you ready for 6 acres of grassy open space where families can hang out and kids, well, kids can be kids? The Department of Water and Power steps up by providing the land. Gil Reyes is there for the groundbreaking.
Here in the city of Los Angeles, where we have very little park space, the LADWP says, why not? Why not take some of this extra land of theirs and turn it into a public park? That is the plan here on this stretch of land just east of the 210 and 5 interchange in Sylmar.
Valley Councilwoman Monica Rodriguez makes the most of the little available space Los Angeles has. She and others break ground on the future West Lakeside Street Park. Unlike most parks, this will be built on spare Department of Water and Power property.
The fact that this is going to have not only jogging paths, but I'm most excited about the amphitheater where we'll be able to do a lot of community programming. It's unlike anything we've ever had and offered in this area before, so I think it's just going to be a welcome addition to the community of Sylmar.
The park will be 6 acres, a small portion of the 70 acres originally intended as a flood-controlled basin. Recently, DWP has allowed much of its spare space to be reimagined as parks. Take South LA's new Jacaranda Park, built beneath power lines. And more parks on DWP property are under consideration along the LA River.
Property that's just really been inaccessible, but there's an opportunity and there's a shortage of open space in the city. And so we're really looking as close as we can at any chance we can to be a partner with the community, partner with our friends at Recreation and Parks, and really leverage the land.
In Sylmar, some 1,500 city residents will live within walking distance of the planned park, including Connie Ferrer. A Sylmar resident for 50 years, Ferrer says she and her furry friends will finally have a new place to stroll.
I'll take advantage of it. You know, I'll walk the dogs there, like you say, because I do it every day because I have half a dozen dogs of my own. I'm into the rescue business, and my husband's always been into sports.
Not to mention movie nights at the amphitheater. West Lakeside Street Park is expected to open in about a year or two.
This is not the first time LADWP has donated land to create more public parks and communities. It's an ongoing project to reimagine unused DWP property throughout Los Angeles. The LA Clippers took a timeout from the basketball court to bring presents and holiday cheer to families in need. According to shooting guard Avery Bradley, the gift was all in the giving. Let's take a look.
Being on the Los Angeles Clippers, I feel like it's our duty to be able to get out here into the community and have a chance to give back. I'm happy to be here. I can speak for myself and my entire team. It's just a special event for us to be a part of. Christmas is all about memories, and I hope this can be a memory that, you know, these kids never forget. Having a chance to meet an NBA player on Christmas, I know if I had the opportunity as a kid, it would have made my life. And so having a chance to be here, they don't understand how they put a bigger smile on our faces than we actually put on theirs.
The fact that I can give my daughter a Christmas, because this year was really hard for us, and I'm just thankful. It means so much more than anything. I can just say that just to see the smile on my daughter's face is everything to me.
Merry Christmas.
I've had players say to me, I remember standing in line with my mom at a Salvation Army place to get toys, you know, and now they're the ones giving back. To me, it shows that don't matter where you're from, you can do anything in life. You can do anything in life. Don't let anyone at no point dictate where your direction or destiny is based on your origins.
As you can see, our LA Clippers take giving back very seriously. This event was held at the Salvation Army Seaman Family Youth and Community Center. The folks at Metro Art want to help older writers get on the move. Their clever plan to lure seniors out? Great jazz music from the all-female band, the Lady Luck's. Union Station opens its historic concourse for this special event.
Metro's program for older adults called On the Move Writers Program hosted its second Raised on Records here in the beautiful historic ticketing concourse at Union Station. We like to host these events along our transit to encourage older adults to come out and learn how to use buses and trains. That's what our program does. We host fun events like this, all with the goal of encouraging older adults to get out and ride. Our Raised on Records concert was co-hosted with our Metro Art program. Metro Art They're responsible for bringing the Lady Luck's here today, which was an all-female jazz band. I think everybody seemed to like it. They had a little bit of classic, sort of big band music and some Christmas music, so I think it was a nice mix. If you'd like to learn more about On the Move Riders program, you can call us at 213-922-2002 or email us at onthemove@metro.net.
Seniors in attendance were not only treated to big band music, they also got seniors-only discounts offered on Metro services. I know that was music to their ears. It's the tag team event of the season. Council members Herb Wesson and Curran Price joined forces to bring bikes and joy to the kids of Council District 9.
So this is a happy time. Now, this is a program we started last year, partnered with Mr. Price and Mr. Harris Dawson. So we're going to do over 100 bikes today here in the new 9th District. Tomorrow we'll be in Council District 8, and on Saturday we'll give the bulk of the bikes away in Council District 10.
The real important thing is it's helping kids in need. Our kids want to have fun, and these bikes are going to provide a lot of it.
I always wanted a bike. My mom, she never had enough money to get me one. A good thing for my grandma, she signed me up to get this bike.
You know, they have all these games that kids are just sitting all day. So I want them to be able to get out and ride. I just think it's wonderful.
2 of my Christmases as a kid, I got bikes, and I can tell you what bike I got, what color it looked like. Those were very special Christmases, and we want to give the kids here a special Christmas.
Bikes, bikes, and more bikes. Council President Herb Wesson continues to spread the holiday cheer in his own district with the 2nd annual Wesson Wheels event. Let's take it for a spin.
I'm so excited, happy.
They had a few programs when I was growing up like this, but I don't never remember one giving out bikes.
I'll be honest, he and I have just had a ball this holiday season. We've been all over the city of Los Angeles, you know, providing toys for children, bikes for children. We've given out over 1,000 bikes to needy children in Los Angeles.
It's the greatest thing because she actually wanted a bike for Christmas, but we had kind of depleted our resources for her this year. And it just came out of left field and at a perfect time.
In the community we live in, I grew up not too far from here, and it's a great thing. It's a great thing that the kids have a brand new bike that they can go out and play with.
Have them understand how important the gift of giving is, and have them recognize as they get older, they're going to have a responsibility to help other people as well.
They don't really have to do, but they do it with their heart, so I appreciate that very much.
We just want to see smiles on a bunch of faces.
When you do something like this, does it take you back to your childhood?
Well, he can't remember that far back. I mean, let's...
Well, my first bike was this really cool yellow Schwinn, but it was stolen. What a joy it was when I got my second one. What a great memory for these kids to get their first bike. Kids, make sure you lock up those bikes. If you're a dog lover, here's a sweet way to volunteer for a great cause and get your puppy fix at the same time. Check out this next story where the good folks at Guide Dogs of America are replacing canes with canines, one lucky owner at a time.
I always tell this joke that in 13 years of walking with a cane, no one ever came up to me and said, "Hey dude, that's a totally bitchin' white cane." But with him, they do.
So at Guide Dogs of America, we breed, raise, and train guide dogs for people who are blind and visually impaired. We have a wonderful community of volunteers who welcome a puppy into their hearts and homes when it's 8 weeks old, raise it for a little over a year.
It's miraculous to actually see them transform into
a beautiful, settled puppy that's ready for training.
We're doing it to help others. I mean, it's not about us, it's about raising this beautiful animal to help somebody who needs it.
15, 16 months is when they come back for their formal work.
And from that point, it takes our trainers here about 4 to 6 months to teach all of the specific guide dog skills.
So we kind of call this going off to college. It's a super emotional day for the puppy raisers. They have put their blood, sweat, and tears into making these dogs ready for their formal training.
It's bittersweet, but this is what it's all about. It's not about us, it's about him, and it's about preparing him for this moment to be ready to go into formal training.
We're very proud of him, just like when Sydney went to college. You know, it was do your best.
I hope that you are as proud and as excited as all of us here to see where these dogs go next.
Goliath down here is my second guide dog. And so when I'm out walking, we're rolling. And I walk just as fast now as I did prior to losing my eyesight.
The guide dog will help people travel independently, safely. It improves their mobility.
Besides the mobility and the independence, the other thing that they provide for us is, at least for me, is a lot of love. Some people think, well, it's just a dog. Trust me, it's much more than just a dog. He becomes a whole part of who you are and your family.
We are always looking for new volunteers to join this process. We have a number of litters that we'll be placing starting in January. So if you're interested, please check out the website, guidedogsofamerica.org. We would love to tell you more about the program.
Did you see those puppies? Oh, I want one right now. And you get a lab, and you get a lab, and you get a lab. Teen yoga goes hip hop. Kids are coding in Studio City. And get ecstatic on the dance floor. All on this week's Things to Do.
Get your Om and your groove on with Lo from Radha Yoga, happening at the Central Library in downtown LA. This all-levels class for young adults combines the energy of a dance party with the benefits of traditional yoga. Wear comfortable exercise clothes and bring water. Yoga mats will be provided. This teen hip-hop yoga comes to the Central Library on Saturday, January 4th from 1 to 5 p.m. 630 West 5th Street in downtown Los Angeles. To sign up for the session, contact Teenscape at 213-228-7290. Teens, here's your chance to get a jump on that second language credit you need. The Studio City Branch Library hosts a weekly coding class that enables anyone to learn computer coding. The classes are a hands-on experience where each person can learn easily and at their own pace. Check out the coding class at the Studio City Branch Library, Friday, January 4th, from 4 to 5 p.m. It's at 12511 Moorpark Street. Space is limited, so registration is required. Email studio@lapl.org. Join us at the first Ecstatic Dance LA of 2019. Ecstatic Dance LA is a collective that weaves together world-class DJs, immersive sound journeys, and free-form movement. It's an all-ages community celebration where you can simply be yourself and experience rejuvenation through connection, dance, and music. Blast into the new year with music from internationally acclaimed Scratchmaster DJ Saul Rising. The party kicks off Sunday, January 6th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at 2244 Westwood Boulevard. For more info, visit ecstaticdancela.com. And those are some things to do.
Our final story takes us to a little-known charter school in the heart of the Rampart district, the New Village Girls Academy. It's where learning goes hand in hand with healing. Anna Marcos reports.
Yes, and I need some water.
Yes, and it is so hot.
Yes, and I'll die.
This is no ordinary acting scene. This is about 11th grader Jessica Taylor finding her own language and self-expression. The presentation helps her show off what she's learned during an entire semester at the New Village Girls Academy. And there's a lot more going on than just acting.
Well, this has made a really big impact on my life, and really expressing to people how mental health and other alternatives for mental health can help you.
At this school, students learn differently. It's their needs and interests that dictate the curriculum, even their final presentations. It's 2.5 hours jam-packed with Maya Angelou, history, mental health topics, music, poetry, acting, and Jessica's own story of healing.
They do put us in a little box or category to keep us quiet because we're crazy, and it's time for us to step out that box.
After 4 stays in a mental hospital, Jessica has a lot of material to draw from.
Recently, I was moved away from my mom. I live in Hollywood in a group home.
But Jessica has found a home at the New Village Girls Academy, an all-girls charter school. It caters to those who have suffered trauma and other challenges in life, while here, Jessica has gone from straight F's to straight A's.
I just didn't really believe in myself. At the time, I felt like a big failure because I was failing all of my classes and not really getting anywhere.
When I first met Jessica, I met a student that was very angry. It's taken some time to break down some of those barriers. I see a child now that I think is ready to break through some of the challenges of adolescence.
She's growing up.
Jessica's mother gets emotional when asked how she sees her daughter now.
These aren't sad tears. These are joyous tears. I've waited 2 years to see my baby like this.
About 100 students at the school get not only their 3 R's, but spend half their day doing research and talking to advisors about topics they are passionate about.
I get to really take interest in what my students are interested in. So it's not about me creating a curriculum based on a textbook. The students are telling me what to do. So they're telling me what they want to learn, and then I can go and explore what they want, and we can learn together.
They're super talented in STEM. They have no idea until we put them in here and we have them using drills and we have them using sanders and bandsaws.
Add to that daily meditation sessions, instruction on growing and making their own organic food, and internships.
Acting was a way for me to cope, and I want other people to be able to express themselves in the way they want to and not how other people tell them to.
The school, which is in Councilmember Mitch O'Farrell's 13th district, gets his vote of confidence.
The New Village Girls Academy over at St. Anne's in my district is an essential agency that provides services to young women who need and deserve them. And what I love about what they do is they help build community.
And the way our staff treats our girls, it all comes from a place of love. And all of that leads to the possibility the girls have to do something amazing in their life. And each one of them has that.
I think I found myself, and I'm trying to be comfortable with that.
That's it for this edition. I'm Ted Lind. From all of us here at LA This Week, thanks for joining us. A reminder that you can catch us online at lacitywiew.org. Happy New Year, everyone. See you next time for more LA This Week.